On April 6, 2018, the Kenya Medical Research Institute, KEMRI, found live polio type 2 viruses in sewage samples from Nairobi's Eastleigh estate. The sample had been collected in March during a routine investigation. For a country that had almost forgotten what polio looks like, with conviction that it had been eradicated and had hoped to be certified polio-free, this was a major setback. In February 2016, KEMRI had destroyed the remaining stockpiles of one of the polio virus type 2 strains. But why the reemergence of the virus? Where did it come from?
It's a very big concern for us in Kenya. One is because diseases know no boundary.
The government responded fast. In May 2018, a vaccination drive was carried out in Nairobi. Then in July and August, another drive was held in 12 high-risk counties: Nairobi, Kajiado, Kitui, Machakos, Meru, Isiolo, Tana River, Lamu, Garissa, Wajir and Mandera, targeting 2.8 million children. The BOPV bivalent oral polio vaccine was administered for protection against the polio type 1 and the type 2 virus. Then again in September and October in the same counties, targeting 2.83 million children under 5, but this time to protect them against polio type 3. Could free movement along the Kenya-Somalia border be the problem? We travel to Dadaab, Garissa County that neighbors Somalia. The Dadaab refugee complex, a key entry point, to seek to trace the possible route of the virus. Even though no official report has stated this, it is highly likely, according to the health officers based in Garissa, that
we also had a polio outbreak in Somalia. So if we try to link between the two cases, most probably this person is someone who came from Somalia, someone who passed through the refugee population or to the refugee camps, and then went ahead, and then went up to Nairobi, and that's why maybe we found a polio virus, someone shedding the polio virus.
24-year-old Awil Awad Abdullah is living proof of what polio looks like and what it can do. At the age of 19, 5 years ago, a persistent headache was the first sign that he had been infected with poliomyelitis. Then the fever, vomiting, stiffness of the neck, and pain in the limbs. It invaded his nerves, rendering him paralyzed. 1 in 200 infections leads to irreversible paralysis. Among those paralyzed, 5% to 10% die when their breathing muscles become immobilized. Awil, the last case reported, is however lucky to be alive.
It's not cure, totally. When you are okay, people tell you this person is affected by the polio, you cannot believe until there's something happened to you.
Polio can affect any person at whatever age, and the older you are, the worse it is.
The polio virus survives only in human beings. Polio spreads from person to person, mainly through the fecal-oral route.
One confirmed positive case is an outbreak. Then if it's an outbreak, that means that the notification of the Ministry of Health, the disease surveillance focal units have to be informed so that they can take proper action.
To check against a possible spread, the government and its partners had in July and October to extensively vaccinate the children under 5 in the camps and in the host community. Kenya's efforts to stay polio-free would be impossible unless a concerted effort is undertaken with her neighbors Ethiopia and Somalia in the Horn of Africa.
Liboy is part of the Dadaab sub-county. It is at the border point. All the government must ensure that we have a strong port health system at Liboy, whereby screening of people coming from Somalia are done, screening in terms of health, knowing that who is coming into our country.
A country is only certified polio-free after 12 months of no reported case or a positive environmental polio sample. Kenya would have to wait to get the much-needed clean bill of health.
So we are this close to eradicating polio. It is possible, but only if children get the vaccine. We are keeping Kenya polio-free. We are not kicking polio out of Kenya to any other place.
Dorcas Wangira, Citizen TV.
Taking the bottom.